This is the GAN 11 and this is the GAN 12. I dare you to tell me the difference. Both of these cubes compete head to head on which exactly is the best GAN cube. A lot of people say it is the GAN 11 M Pro, while also a lot of people say it is the GAN 12. I think generally a lot of people decide to stand with the GAN 12 as calling this the best GAN cube of all time, and the GAN 11 is the second. But I maybe want to prove them wrong. I don't want to use other people's statistics because other people are wrong. I am right, as you can tell by all my other videos. I am the best Rubik's Cuber of all time. Don't look it up. Today, we'll be comparing and contrasting the GAN 11 M Pro from the GAN 12 maglev, seeing which one is better when it comes to all these different factors, as well as doing a final performance test to see which of these two GAN cubes is the best GAN cube of all time. And of course, by chronological order, we'll be starting with the GAN 11 M Pro. And first off is the unboxing experience. This is the GAN 11 M Pro box, if you cannot read. Here we have the stickerless version with black internals. Because I have two versions of the GAN 11, I do not recall if this is for the stickered or stickerless version, or maybe it's for both. I can't really remember, but this is a pretty solid box art. I'll also go over that while the box seems very plain and bland, the actual material has this texture that makes reflection different colors. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this is on every aspect of the box. So that in itself, I think it's a lot of bonus points. Actually opening up the box, and we're greeted to the actual contents. Here we have the GAN 11, which I'm pretty sure comes in a case, but I don't have it, with the toolbox with all your accessories and manuals. So the GAN 11 actually was the first generation, I'm pretty sure, to start introducing these types of boxes. It is an accessories box within the accessories box. These are the actual accessories, and it comes with a pretty meaty package. Here we have all the adjustable magnets. There are different sizes of magnets. You can have triangle. There are two different sizes of magnets. There are triangle, and I'm pretty sure there are hexagon shapes. I'm pretty sure my current cube has hexagon shapes inside. I can't really remember the difference between the two, but I'm gonna put them on the screen, but I'm pretty sure this has the other set of magnets. Also, it comes with this adjustment tool, this weird little adjustment tool, to adjust the non-maglev adjustment system. This is what the adjustment system looks like, and essentially what you do is you take these little hooks on the tool and you place them right here. Turning it will adjust the tension of the cube and will adjust whatever settings. What this does on the tool is you take it off, and you can actually replace dark blue versus light blue. Dark blue, as you increase, adjust with corner cutting, makes the cube more flexible, while light blue, when you adjust, makes the cube tighter, more firm, while sacrificing a little bit of corner cutting. I think light blue works the best, as I don't really have any issues, and corner cutting, it does not do 45, but who really does 45 corner cutting in itself? And I think this cube is very stable enough to the point where I can sacrifice this, and it's not really that big of an issue. Actually, I lied, it does 45 just fine. This does pay homage to, I think, the hex system in the GAN 356 series, because you do have this little thingies that you can use to adjust tension versus elasticity, but overall, it's not that crazy of an adjustment system. In the GAN 11, you have this magnet adjustment system. The leftmost setting is the weakest setting, middle is the middle, and right is the most strongest magnet setting. Overall, pretty intuitive system, and all of these magnets move throughout the whole cube. You can adjust all the magnets on every corner of the cube. Finally, adjusting the last types of contents in the box, you have this little advertisement card, and you have this credit card, which I think looks amazing, and actually 1-to-1 in the box, so that's pretty cool actually. The GAN 12 box is very similar to the GAN 11. As you can see, you have the GAN 12 maglev here. This is the first maglev puzzle, I'm pretty sure, that GAN introduced, which is why it was so successful. And it does have that same kind of reflective feel as the GAN 11 box. However, it is blue, so I will give it that one extra edge because I love blue. However, it does sacrifice the color for some, not very fun looking texture. I get this is supposed to be space, but the GAN 13 maglev also does that. Honestly, I do like this little exterior part of the GAN 11. It makes it look more modern, but I guess the GAN 12 box does have a little bit of an edge over the GAN 11. So now, opening up the actual box, we have some little more interior design here, so it does make up for it a little bit. We have the actual GAN 12 maglev, which is UV coated, which is very, very cool. Alongside the cube, we have the accessories box with your usual manuals, and the accessories within the accessories box I think is a bit sleeker. You have the GAN 12 logo here. You open it up, and here are your adjustable magnets. As you can see here, look how wow these are huge. And it comes in an adjustment tool that looks like this. However, I did lose mine, so that's why it's not really here. This is the adjustment system with numbers on the outside as well as gears within the inside. So on the outside, you adjust center travel, while the inside, you adjust tension. This is very, very a good adjustment system. I think better than the GAN 11s, and I think they refined it best when it came to the 13, 14, and 15, because they've stuck with that adjustment system, and it is oh so easy, especially with the new fire hydrant too that will pop out the center cap for you, which, oh my god, that's incredible. And just like the GAN 11, you have little outer magnets over here, which you can adjust for all the corners of the cube. The leftmost setting is the loosest, middle is middle, and the rightmost is the strongest magnet setting. Taking a look at the card, it has the exact same design as the box with the reflective plastic, and this just puts the GAN 11 card to shame. As you can see here, you have like a silhouette of the GAN 12. You have it saying I am GAN 12, I am, or I'm GAN 12. And this design is like kind of spacey. It will change color with the direction of the light. It is so cool. So overall, while the unboxing experience is more or less the same, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the GAN 12 maglev. So that's 1 point. Okay, so now let's go over the individual, like, internal components of each cube. So I went a little bit over the adjustment system of the GAN 11, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really think I need to go too much in depth, so let's take it apart. Alright, so here's what we have. Our cube is fully taken apart. So this is what the inside of the cube looks like. As you can tell, you have core magnets, and when you take out in a corner piece, you have your corner magnets over here that attract the core magnets. Unlike in the newer GAN 13, 14, there are no edge to core magnets which normally repel the cube, so this is actually very, very nice. I don't really like the edge to core magnets. I'm so glad they got rid of them in the 15. And obviously you have no maglev within this cube, so overall, and you have this like kind of like hexagonal piece design, and I know that allows for smoother contact, and I think generally I think it's pretty good. This is a very, very solid inside. Like, there's nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top, over insane. And yeah, it's just a very, very solid build. So similar situation with the GAN 12. You will notice that there are several differences with the internal components of this cube compared to the other one. So obviously you have your the core magnets with that same kind of hexagonal piece design within the pieces. But if you take a look very closely, you will notice something. So this is one of the things that the GAN 12 is very, very famous for having these huge magnetic little pieces that extend so far into the core, and why when you get it factory set up, you have this crazy sense of magnetic levitation which are provided by these, because like look at it, it's like look at this. Like, it's so strong. And obviously because this is maglev, like, it's gonna kind of like attract here. And obviously you have your maglev components inside, which is why like the magnet kind of likes to move on its own whenever I swing it by here. But yes, this obviously connects to the, I mean, look at this. This is it's super, super strong. I mean, I'm not giving it justice, but here we go. Look how strong this magnet connection is. Like, and I'm actually like kind of putting in decent effort to move it. I mean, this is crazy. Again, no repelling edge magnets on the edge pieces. Again, I really, really like this. But what you will notice is that there's like little holes inside of these corners, which does add a little bit, which I'm pretty sure, not really sure what it does, but it's here. It's not in the GAN 11 Pro. If anyone can write me in the comments what it does, that I'd be much appreciative of it. Okay, so more or less, the inside of both of these cubes are pretty much the same. The GAN 12s has two different changes, being the holes in the corner pieces, as well as having those crazy long magnets that extend so far, and the fact that the whole stem itself is a magnet, instead of like the GAN 11s, it has like a little plastic shell. For functionality, I'm gonna have to give it to the GAN 12 because of those magnets, how big those magnets are, which do allow for the magnetic levitation, as demonstrated. And in the GAN 11, you actually lack this feature. The magnets do clip into place. It is very strong. However, I do like the fact that this is not magnetic levitation. It's like all natural turning. This, you can actually decrease the levitation, obviously by putting in heavier lubes. Like I'm using Team Kolasinski's setup in this. So overall, I think they're about the same, but I'm gonna have to give the edge to the GAN 12. So there isn't really much else to talk about these cubes because they are like very similar. Obviously, you have external differences. This is frosted, this is UV coating. You have a slightly different adjustment system. I think the GAN 12 is a little bit better. You also have the fact that the GAN 11 Pro is a non-maglev, while GAN 12 is a maglev system, so do take that into account. And the internal components, again, are more or less the same. I'm pretty sure the whole point of the GAN 12 is just to be an improvement version of the GAN 11 while also starting the maglev system. So now we get into the performance test. I started with the GAN 11 and I did so with a rather slow start. It took several solves to get used to the cube again, but once I did, I got solves mostly around the 13 to 15 second mark, with of course a few outliers. This cube, to me, feels a lot more natural to use than the GAN 12. I prefer cubes with less internal components, such as the RS3V5, because it allows me to better connect with the cube's turning style with my own, and it reflects on my performance. I ended up with an average of 5 of 14.7 seconds, average of 12 with 15.45 seconds, and an average of 30 with 15.5 seconds. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the GAN 12. This cube, while it feels good, does not hit the same as the GAN 11. In other words, I was unable to really connect with this cube to my turning style. As a result, I ended up locking up a lot more than usual. For some reason, I wasn't able to adjust as easily to the cube as I did to the GAN 11. Most solves were either around the 14 through 16 second ranges. While I did get a few 13s here and there, I ended up with an average of 5 of 16.74 seconds, average of 12 with 16.5 seconds, and an average of 30 with 16.36 seconds. In the end, the GAN 11 takes the cake in the performance, while the GAN 12 takes it in all other categories, including unboxing, internal and external components, and setup. So in conclusion, the GAN 12 wins the title of the best GAN cube of all time, but me personally, I'll stick with my GAN 11. Thank you all so much for watching.